Good afternoon, Philadelphia Eagles fans, and good afternoon, NFL fans, to Week 8 of the 2025-26 NFL season, where this week, Redemption Week, our Philadelphia Eagles take on the New York Football Giants down here in Philadelphia tomorrow at 1 o'clock at the Link down the street from where I'm filming right now. Now, there's things to address, there's things to communicate about, there's things to get real about. Real talk. Last time our Philadelphia Eagles played against the New York Football Giants that play in New Jersey, we got our asses whooped. There is no way else to say things about this, right? If you're gonna be a stand-up fan, you have to be honest. You have to be true, you have to be realistic, and you can't talk unnecessary trash where it's not warranted. Sure, we're the defending Super Bowl champs, but even the team itself says it's a new team, new identity, new everything, right? Which means when people play it straight up, it is what it is. There is no questionable calls or like a majority questionable calls or anything. There's no complaining about things. There's no making excuses, flat out. The Giants came out last time they played us about 2 weeks ago and handed it to us, straight up. Very fair, straightforward game. We lost by a lot. I think it was like 17 points or so. It was close for a little bit. They started pulling away, and it looked very clear that we weren't going to win. That being said, I have a lot of Giant fan, a lot of Giant fan friends talking a lot of trash. And what did I have to do as an Eagles fan? I had to suck it up. I had to take it. Because that's what a real fan has to do in those situations. We don't want to be one of those people saying, oh, the refs did this, or we should have done this, or we're a better team. But no, like, teams play the way they're going to play. Outcome is the way it is. You got to accept it, right? You have to learn sometimes how to lose like a champion. That's exactly what's up. So let's get that out of the way right now. But let's move forward, right? We lost the game against Denver. We lost against them. Then last week, we went ahead and whooped up on, for the most part, the Vikings and Carson Wentz. Good. Get back in the win column. That's a good thing. But what I'll tell you is the Giants didn't look so bad against Denver. Actually, they were up a lot until they gave up like 33 points in the fourth quarter. Unacceptable. That's what a team like that does sometimes, but they didn't do that against us. So I can't talk any trash on it. They came out with a lot of fire against us, especially since everybody's playing us like it's their Super Bowl. And they should, right? Because we're like the standard of the NFL right now. There's a couple teams out there. It's the standard of the NFL, and you got like us, the Chiefs, the Bills. It would be Baltimore if they weren't injured a whole lot. The Rams, Tampa Bay, San Francisco's kind of lingering out there. We'll see. There's a couple teams like that out there. We're the defending Super Bowl champs, so obviously everybody's going to be amped up that much more against us. But what we got to do? Obviously we got to win, but we got to start winning in dominating fashion. We've been struggling a lot on offense, right? Our defense has been doing pretty decent, but our offense has been struggling. Saquon Barkley has not gotten off yet this entire season because offensive line, offensive coordinator. Our passing game has only gone off a little bit at a time here and there. Really went off last week, but it can be more consistent over a longer period of time. It hasn't been that yet, right? And it's going to be challenged that much more with our running game and our passing game because of our injuries. Right now, A.J. Brown is going to be out this week. I believe Cam Jurgens is going to be out this week. And on the defensive side, Brandon Graham, that just signed back, BG. Thanks for coming back home. I mean, you're always home, but thanks for getting back on the field. We'll see what you're going to contribute, but he's going to be out as well. So looking at that, what do we got to do? Look, our offense got to keep on rolling. We got to find other reasons and other people in order to contribute. It can't just be the A.J. Brown. It can't just be Devontae Smith. We got Mechie before. What are we doing with him? Jahan Dotson, what are we doing with this guy? Cooper, where has this guy been the entire season? He looked great during the preseason. We haven't done anything since. Why? Right? That's part of our offensive coordinator and also our head coach. It's been said out there, Sirianni. You think, here in Philly, what's up, bub? Here in Philly, we think Sirianni, if we're going to have this rotating offensive coordinator thing every single year. Sirianni, you got to be consistency. You got to be our consistency down here in Philadelphia, and you have to take over as a leader and say, look, I'm going to provide the direction for the offense. You bring an offensive coordinator. If you're going to be here for a couple years, then fine. If not, I got to be the consistency. We can't do this every year. That's not the way to win the Super Bowl every year. Right? We can't just have Jalen Hurts have a new guy every single season. So that being said, Sirianni, I'm looking for you to take over because I expect for you to be the coach for a long time. I want to see that happen, right? And then we got to start getting creative with things. We got to start doing like jet sweeps. We got to just start doing some other things in order to get the passing game going, get people guessing, get the running game going, be a balanced offense, score points, take the pressure off the defense, then we're good. How you doing, bud? That's what we're looking for, defensive side of the ball. Guantanamo Bay might be a little injured, right? But we got Cooper, got Blankenship, we got the exciting whites out there. That's good. Our linebackers, Nakobe Dean's been coming in. Campbell's been around. Vaughn's been good. That's a good thing. Our linebackers, for once, it's been like very rare for us, for our linebackers to be our strength, right? Because our defensive line's been taking hits. Go Birds! Right? Defensive line, we know Brandon Graham's coming back, but he's not going to be back for this week. So Jalen Carter, what are we going to do with all those guys that Jomo's supposed to be contributing? We got all these other question marks. What are we going to do on our secondary? Matching up against key wide receivers. And then how are we going to match intensity? That's the biggest question. How in the world? How you doing? Go Birds! Go Birds! There we go. I love Philly. I love that all day. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. There we go. How are we going to match your intensity? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but that's the truth. The biggest difference in the last time we played the New York Football Giants was intensity. Scatterboo was a difference maker, right? It was very, very clear what kind of intensity that guy brought to the field. And then you got Dart, right? People are going to start feeding off each other. I know we like the settled, calmed down version of Jalen Hurts and what he brings to the city, what he brings to the team. He doesn't get all out of pocket, doesn't get too emotional. That's good. But there's still that fire up that we got to look for, we got to feed from, not just the fans, but the players, in order to take us to that next level. So whatever other opponent is coming after us, we not only match their energy, we exceed it, right? That's what we're looking for there. And then look, straight up, what we're looking for is this. The Giants are 2-5 for a reason. They played a lot of close games this season. They could have been a whole lot better than they are right now. Totally get it. They're 2-5, but also a divisional opponent. Divisional opponents, you can never know what in the world you're going to get from them, right? So we have to dominate a 2-5 team like we know we have to dominate them. We're a 5-2 team, right? Not many teams that have a better record than us. And we have a lot of the key tiebreakers, especially against Tampa Bay, against the Rams. Right? So we have tiebreakers. We have the inside track. We got to start doing something with it because the gauntlet's coming. So a lot of teams coming up. I know we have Green Bay coming up. I know we have Dallas coming up again. They're hungry. I know we got the Lions coming up. We got a lot of games coming up. It's really going to decide how things are going to pan out for the playoffs and moving forward. So not only we have to match and exceed the intensity, but we got to bring it every single week. And we can't be looking too far forward. It starts this week and it continues from what we did last week against Minnesota, where we play the New York Football Giants. So like I said, we talk about intensity. Not only matching intensity, we gotta exceed intensity. And you know it starts here first, down here in Broad Street, and that's what I bring every single week. This week, our Philadelphia Eagles, 5-2, taking on the 2-5 New York Football Giants. Let's show them what we're really made of, not lay down. Let's crush them like we know we're supposed to, and keep on moving forward into the bye week. As we do here down in Philly, let's go Birds, baby.